Alright, I decided to do this video before it gets too hot today. It's been like forever since I did an update, but just got real busy. So I guess I'll do an update on the organic garden. This will probably be my last one for the year because it was just wasn't real successful. So I'm going to do it a lot better next year, and I'll explain that here in a minute. I took these out of the aquaponics, these pepper plants, and planted them, and then obviously gave them a chance to recover from the shock and everything, and then put them out here, and they actually did really well pretty much right away. And these are flavor burst peppers, and you know, almost every one of the flowers that came on has peppers on it, so that's pretty cool. And this is another one that took a little bit longer to kind of recover. You can see it's still kind of wilting, but it's got peppers all over it, and this is a Thai pepper. So as you can see, I did finally get the trellis system hooked up, and all it is just a bunch of strings coming from the top, and they support the tomato plants. Next year what I'm going to do is just run some 1x2s or whatever across the top, and then drop the strings down from that, just so it's a little bit more sturdy. I mean, this is pretty sturdy, but just to make it a little bit more official, I guess you would say. As you can see, there's tons of grass, Bermuda grass, in my beds, and the reason that is because I didn't prepare the beds the way I should have. Being organic and everything like that, you really have to, I've learned, you have to really prevent or prepare for what's going to happen well in advance, and you know, it's almost impossible after the fact to get rid of it. I mean, I even hand picked it, hand cut it, and then put more soil over the top and put mulch, and then, you know, 2 weeks later, you know, here we are again. So it's one of those things you can't do it after the fact. So that's one thing I'm going to take care of next year. Totally get all that out of there. Probably put like a weed barrier down, and so that should solve that problem. I'll keep this, you know, this trellis system up and everything like that, and just improve it, and then go with a different variety of tomatoes next year. I'm probably going to clone these today and start those indoors, and that'll be kind of like a winter project. So we'll see how that goes, and keep those alive. I'll figure out something cool or something interesting to do. That way I'm not all winter long, I'm just not doing anything. That would kind of suck. So but you guys can leave comments if you want me to try something out that you haven't, you haven't done, or you want to see done. But yeah, and then probably the only bright spot in this whole garden, I mean, I've had quite a few tomatoes and everything, but the only thing that kind of excited me was the cantaloupes. See if you can see that, but I mean, almost overnight these things kind of set on. I mean, that's a pretty good size one there, and then there's another one down here. So yeah, those are pretty cool. I mean, this is one plant right here. So yeah, pretty good size. That's probably the only thing I can really brag about, I guess. It's kind of, I've got watermelons, but nothing really. There's one little one, but I don't even know if that's even going to do anything. And then there's some more peppers, but these were shaded by the grass for the longest time until I cut back the grass, and they finally poked up out of there. So it's just one of those things, you know. You just learn. This is like my first year doing the whole organic thing, and so it was a challenge. Like, I definitely had some challenges that I had to overcome. I had to, you know, the soil is not amended. It's really just clay with, you know, I put some manure in it, you know, obviously, and work that in there. But and then I have Bluebonnet organic fertilizer that I use. So, and I put that in there a couple of times, like once every month, I think, but I don't even think that's enough. So I definitely have to rethink what I'm going to do, and I'm definitely going to amend the soil like crazy before next year. So I guess that's something I got to look forward to. But thanks you guys for watching, and I just look forward to next year. I'm gonna start some indoor like winter projects, like I told you, and that'll be the only thing I'll be updating for the rest of the year, because this is pretty much just, these tomatoes are just gonna finish out. I mean, I've got, you know, green tomatoes on here. Once they're done, I mean, I don't foresee these putting on any more tomatoes because of the heat. I mean, it's like 102 or 3 yesterday. Who knows how hot it's going to be today. And so I don't think anything but the peppers are going to be producing. So that'll probably be it for the organic garden. But I'll just give a quick shot of this, because this is my, there's one of the toads, one of the mini toads that we have in my yard. We even have bullfrogs because there's a pond right behind my house. So, but this is just a quick view of the yard. You can see there's a lot of bare ground, and that's actually where my pool used to be. I took that down, and now I don't want to mess with that anymore. So I've got to get the grass growing in here, and I've done a decent job. This is only a couple days old, but I've already got a bunch of grass growing. I'm just trying to keep it from drying out. So I've got that going on. I've even plugged some of the Bermuda that was in the garden, and I kind of plugged it. Some of it died and some of it hasn't quite died yet, so I've been trying to keep it, like you can see that one's pretty much dried out, but there is still a little bit of green. I actually pulled one of them out, and whatever was underneath the ground was still green, so I'm going to let them kind of sit in there, and you never know, they may come back to life. So but there are some green ones over here, and then of course the Bermuda's already starting to kind of creep in. So I may give you an update later on this summer if I can get this going and get it kind of looking good. The easiest thing would probably just go out and get some sod, but you know, I like to do things the hard way. So there you have it. All right, guys, talk to you later.